Something big happened with my last video. I said something that alerted the horde, the furry horde. It was not pretty, and it smelled awful. The Ruben Furry War of 2024 was the most chaotic week in this channel's history. It all started when a furry celebrity made a post claiming that my latest video had slandered him. This scathing accusation from the notorious cyber terrorist Ruben Sim would not be tolerated. Within minutes, my mentions were flooded with the stench of unwashed fursuits.
I heard you think all furries are zoophiles.
Ruben is so annoying. I hope Roblox does something about him.
You're stuck in an eternal echo chamber of haze and filth.
As we all know, every YouTuber is directly responsible for the actions of all of their fans. And this went on for days. It even spilled into my YouTube comments until one furry posted this.
Unfortunately, you're in a small problem right now as I have the personal information of you and your relatives. That being said, I can pay someone a sum of money to have heavily armed police come knocking at the door of both you and your relatives. If you value the life of your relatives and associates, it would be ill-advised to go against what I've said.
I can't let this guy hurt my relatives. I'm a family guy. Okay, pause. This is actually my favorite part of today's video because this swatting thread against me and my relatives is brought to you by furries are dangerous. And all these furries were in the replies like, that's not a furry, that's not a furry. And this is where Jersey Furry comes in. Some of you know this guy is Tap Wrench, the guy that made this game.
Big head, these are like Arthro. No. Thick legs, you're like Doge, getting you mean furry.
And he says, that isn't even a furry, Ruben. A company that sells zoophilia-themed adult toys. I mean, even started to switch sides.
Oh shit, that's weird as fuck. I'll delete the tweet. Sorry, man.
Wait, is Ruben cooking for once?
Not gonna lie, I'm kinda on his side this time.
And with each new furry converted, the horde, once 40,000 strong, began to wane. But a new campaign was forming in the Ruben Furry War, the Ruben Sim Expose arc. This guy set the name on his account to exposing Ruben Sim. Ruben Sim is not a guy you should trust for safety. He is not the savior. One of my most dedicated haters, who's been tweeting about me every few hours of that fan base. This user making the exact end up. He's also a time. I still like So to illustrate this idea, I made an iceberg where the top 5% represent the normal furries and the rest is the rest of them. Underneath the rest of them, you have the zoophiles. I call this the Vouch zone because Vouch was outed as an auto-zoophile. But I did make a mistake, and in keeping with the moral of this video, I would like to apologize. This collage in the center was supposed to be furries that have sexual histories with the fanbase, but to be honest, I don't know that many furries, so at one point I just googled protogen and grabbed a result that appeared to be a generic fursona, not realizing that this was a real person who goes by the name generic purple protogen. I also included Sappho in this layer, forgetting that he's a confessed zoophile, and really this just makes the whole layer look like the zoophile layer. The zoophile layer is supposed to be the Vouch zone. This layer is the anthropomorpho-zoophile layer, which is very different from zoophilia, apparently. I think the worst part is that one of these furries had died like 10 years ago. I actually felt really bad when I found that out, and I blurred out his picture with the YouTube editor. So I would like to extend a humble apology to the anthropomorpho zoophiles who were placed next to a full-blown zoophile. I'll move him to the Vouch zone. Oh, this guy's a zoophile too. And instead, you can be next to the convicted child molester. There we go. All is right again. I don't expect forgiveness, but I do expect understanding. In all honesty, I don't have a problem with furries in general. If you want to wear costumes and look at weird porn, you're totally within your rights to do so. I think most people would agree with me that this really only becomes a problem when it's injected in the spaces where it doesn't belong, like on Roblox, or in schools, or the fucking military. It's inappropriate. It's like walking around with a shirt that says, I heart furry porn. Anyways, that's the show. That's the end of World War Furry. Like and subscribe for